just a quick review. We have 30 minutes together, so we get moving quite quickly. The idea here is to focus on the breath, okay? Not so much on the technical aspects of the practice. We don't get too specific about alignment. We really want things to just flow and move. The idea behind it is to flush out stuff that is stuck in the body, the mind, and the breath, okay? It's kind of like a detoxification. That's why kind of the way I like to explain this practice. Quick movement by the end, you should feel 100 times better that you stepped onto your mat. Okay, so very good for getting here. We're gonna move right away. We're starting onto our back. If you're with me last week, this is a repeat of last week's class. We do them 2 weeks in a row, just so that we get kind of a really good feel for them. So we're gonna start flat onto our back with our legs up towards the sky, okay? Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, some people, this might be a little bit uncomfortable, you can place a block underneath your sit bones, okay? Let's take our toes up towards the sky. Now, take your hands back behind you. Top of your hands are pushing down onto the mat and your arms are just straight, extending and lengthening here. Good. Let's drop into the breath. Good. Notice how you feel. Notice how much you're settling into the body. So we can feel the back of the body pressing down onto the mat, all the way from the tailbone, through your shoulder blades, out through the back of your arms and top of your hands. Good. Now, as you're laying here, let's just start to point and flex the feet. So as much as you can, as much movement as you can get into the ankles, just start to bring a little movement here. All the while holding on to that steady breath. Good. Now just start rotating your ankles one way. So you might need to bring your legs a little bit further apart. And then the opposite way. Good. Let's come back to neutral. Toes are still up toward the sky. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Hug it in nice and tight. And then extend your right leg, sliding it along the mat, kind of just hovering off the mat. Draw your knee back in towards your chest. And then right leg back up towards the sky. And switch sides. Left knee into your chest. Extend your left leg, hover. Draw your left knee in and back up towards the sky. Good, and again, right side. So what we're doing here is just creating some movement into the knees and the hips, warming up the body onto the left, and finding a rhythmic breath. Good. One more each side. And last time on the left. Okay, now let's bring our arms out to the side or cactus them, draw both knees in towards your chest. Take an inhale. With your exhale, drop both knees over towards the right. They're going to hover just above the floor mat. Take your left leg, extend it. So straighten your left leg. Draw your knee back in and come back up through center. Let's come over to the left. Hover above the mat. Extend that right leg. Draw it back in and back through center. Good. Straighten your legs, toes up towards the sky. Let's lift our bum up off the mat just slightly. You're going to twist both feet over to the right. Come back through center, over to the left, back through center. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Good. One more time through. Drop your knees over to the right. Hover. Extend your left leg. Push into both shoulders. Drop back in, up through center. Good. Come on over to the left. Extend your top leg. Drop back in. Come back up through center. Good. Straighten your legs up towards the sky. Lift your tailbone up off the mat. Twist both feet over to the right. Come back through center. Twist to the left. Come back through center. Lower down. Grab both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around them and take a couple deep breaths. You can rock from side to side. Good. Now start rocking from front to back. We're going to land onto our feet. So rock yourself all the way onto the feet. Come forward, straighten the legs, and fold in. Good. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, gaze up long through the spine. Plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. Shoulders over your wrists, that's lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale yourself forward into high plank. Good. Draw your right knee into your right elbow. You're going to extend your right foot out to the side onto the mat, resting it on the mat, and slide it all the way back into high plank. Good. We have 2 more like that. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Extend your foot and slide it all the way back. Good. Last time through. Find your breath. Beautiful. We're in high plank and we are going to switch sides. Draw your left knee, left elbow. Extend your foot to the side. Draw it all the way around, back into high plank. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Slide all the way around. High plank. Last time. Meet into high plank. And then push back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale yourself forward into high plank. You're going to really roll through the spine. So coming high up onto the toes. Allow the head to come up last as you drop the pelvis down onto the mat. Roll your shoulders down your back. Gaze up. Good. Push back into downward facing dog. Rolling through the spine once again. Good. 2 more. Inhale, curl forward. As the head comes up, the pelvis drops and the shoulders roll down your back. Downward facing dog. Good. And last one. Inhale forward. This time we're going to stay in upward facing dog. Untuck your toes. Let your knees come down onto the mat. Good. Let's bring our gaze towards our right toes. Push into both hands evenly. Gaze back through center. Gaze over towards your left toes. Gaze back through center. You're going to lower down onto the belly. Keep your hands planted where they are. Take your right foot. You're going to lift it up and over behind your left. Roll onto the side. Come back through center. Left foot up and over behind your right. Come back through center. Bend both knees. Reach your arms around. Catch onto the feet. Inhale up into Dhanurasana. So inhale and kick. We lift. Good. Let's release. Hands by the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulders down your back. We have that one more time. Bring your gaze towards your right toes. Push into your hands. Good. Switch sides. Gaze towards your left toes. Gaze back through center. Lower yourself onto your belly. Take your right foot, step it behind your left. Roll onto your side. Back through center. Switch sides. Left foot up and over. Back through center. Bend both knees. Reach around. Catch onto your feet. Inhale, kick, and lift. Beautiful. Let's release. Hands by your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's take 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Notice how you feel. Notice how the breath is. Good. Bring your gaze forward. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee down onto the mat. Good. You're going to bring your hands in front of your chest. Interlace your hands. Yeah, interlace your fingers. Beautiful. Now we're going to flip our palms to the front of the room if they're not already. Reach and extend your torso forward. See how much length you can find here. Good. Inhale. Let's rise up with the torso. Keep your hands interlaced. Lean back into the body into a bit of a back bend. Good. Now, as we rise up with the torso, we're pushing into flying posture. So come on forward, push into this right leg, and your left leg is extended back behind you. That's it. Good. Your hands are still where they are. One breath here. Good, Andrew. Good. Now release your hands. Your fingertips are going to point down towards the mat. And you can either stay here or you're going to take 5 dips into this right leg. So come on down for 5. They can be tiny little movements here. Beautiful. 4. Good, Erin. 3. 2. Last one. Good. Let's rise all the way up. As you do, bring your left knee through. Interlace your fingers once again. Flip your palms to the front of the room. Good. Pistol squat. So inhale, extend, push your arms out, push your left leg. We're going to lower. If you need your hands to lower, I'm going to show you what it looks like. You're going to come down with your hands and find your way down onto the mat. That's it. They're all going to look different. Yeah, good. I like it. Good. Interlace your hands once again if you've lost them. Good. And we are going to come back into boat posture. So reach your arms above your head, lengthen, inhale. As you exhale, release your arms, swipe them all the way around. Come up and grab onto your knees. Rise into a crunch. Good. That's going to be the movement, okay? So take your hands, interlace them, lean back, reach them overhead. Inhale. Exhale, sweep them around. Come on up, grab onto your knees. Good. We have 2 more. Interlace your hands. Come on back. Reach and extend in all directions. And then come back up. Good. Do 1 more with your own breath. Good. Landing up, hold onto your knees. We're going to take a few rocks here and come back up onto our feet. So come on back. And then come back up onto your feet. Good. Straighten your legs. I'm following with you guys today. Fold forward. There's lots of laughing today. I love it. Good. Fold forward over your straight legs. Find your breath. Inhale, gaze up long through the spine. Plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. Lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, let's take 3 breaths. This is always our reset time. So if you lost your breath, come back into it now. Beautiful. Bring your gaze forward. Step your left foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee onto the mat. Good. Take your hands in front of your chest. Interlace your hands. Palms face forward. Good. Inhale. Push your palms forward. Extend. Lengthen through the chest. Lengthen through the torso. Drop your gaze. And with your next inhale, allow the arms to draw you all the way up and come into a bit of a back bend. So moving the torso the opposite direction. Good. We rise back up with the torso and we're coming into flying posture. So you're going to push into this left leg. Good. Extend your right leg back behind you. Good. Release your hands. Fingertips pointing down towards the mat. You're either staying here, you're taking 5 dips down to this left leg. So come on down for 5. Good, Carolyn. For 4. Beautiful, Steve. 3. 2. And 1. Good, Erin. Rise all the way up. Bring your right knee with you. Interlace your hands. Palms face forward. Good. Pistol squat. Inhale, push everything out. Extend. And if you can from here, you're going to come all the way down. If you need your hands, use your hands. Good. Good, Caroline. Good. Come all the way back into boat posture. Keep your arms lifted above your head. Inhale. Exhale, release your arms. They sweep all around. Come on up. Good. And you have 3 more. Take your hands, interlace them. Come back into boat posture. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. Good. 2 more. Use your breath. Good, Robin. And last time through. Come on up. Hold here. Catch your breaths. Good. Take 2 rocks back. We're going to land onto our feet and fold forward. So come on back. On your second time, plant your feet, come up, straighten your legs, and fold forward. Oh, these are getting better. Good. Fold in. Take a couple deep breaths here. Good. Inhale, gaze up long through the spine. Plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. Lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, keep your feet hip distance apart and come forward into high plank. Good. Now, just make sure you have enough space between your feet because we're coming into frog posture. So frog, we push back, we drop the knees, we keep the tailbone high up towards the sky. Good. And then we push ourselves back forward into high plank. Good. We have 4 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Good. 3 more. Where is your breath? I know you guys have the strength. So if you're starting to shake, just hang in there. Good. This time, hang back into frog posture. And then as you come forward, step your right foot in between your hands. Good. And rise up into high lunge. Take your hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Good. Open up through the chest as you draw your hands down your back leg. Gaze up towards the sky. Good, Andrew. Good. Inhale back up with the torso. Straighten your front leg. Keep your hands where they are. We're just going to pivot to face the long edge of our mat. Keep your toes turned out wide. And then let's fold forward. Good. Now, if this is too tricky with the hands, you can use a strap or you can catch onto opposite elbow. Good, Marcy. Good, Chris. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. We're going to pivot to face the front back into our high lunge. Back heel is lifted, sink into this front knee. Good. So this is our theme. We're coming into flying posture. You're going to push off and you're going to land into this right leg. Extend your left leg back behind you. Good. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, bring your left knee forward. And then send it back into flying posture. So the movement is slow this time around. We're really working on those fine motor skills and really finding the balance here. Good. You have 3 more. If you wobble and fall, just join us again. And if you really only get 2 in when we get 5, that's fine too. Good. Last time. These look really good. Good. From here, step your left foot back into your high lunge. Drop your back knee. Release your hands onto either side of your right foot. Walk your right toes forward. Left toes up towards the sky. Yeah, we're feeling it, hey? If this is too deep, you can hands onto your shin or even onto your waist. Good. These little moments where we slow down, this is the point where we check back in with our intention. We remember why we're here, what's drawing us to our practice, and focus on your breath. Good. Let's bend back into this front knee, straighten your back knee off the mat, and step back into downward facing dog. Good. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Inhale yourself forward into high plank. And exhale into frog posture. Bend your knees, hips are high. Good. And then push yourself forward. Good. And we have 4 more. Inhale and exhale back. And then just keep moving. Move with your breath. Draw your belly button towards your spine. You should have 2 left. And on your last time, you stay back in frog. And then you step your left foot forward in between your hands. Good. Drop your back knee. Good. Take your hands back behind you, interlace them, and then inhale, straighten and lift that back knee into high lunge. Beautiful. You guys got it. Open through the chest, slide your arms down your back leg. Good. Rise back up with the torso, straighten your front leg, pivot around so you're facing the long edge of your mat, toes out, and then fold forward. See if you can relax the shoulders. Do not tense them up towards the ears. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead. Good. Inhale, we rise back up. Pivot to face the front of your mat into high lunge. Once you find your steady posture, you come into flying posture. So you push off, lift your back leg. Good. And then with your inhale, we rise up. Bring your right knee through. And exhale, release. Good. 4 more. Nice and steady. If you're having trouble balancing, you need to focus more of your attention down to that left foot, pushing down into the mat. And then find something to focus on. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Arriving back with your right knee forward. You're going to step it back into your high lunge. Good. Drop your back knee down onto the mat. Release your hands. Walk your left toes forward. Good. Take a nice deep forward fold over this left leg. So after this, you should feel much more comfortable in your body. So if you're having one of those days where there was kind of some anxiety, something just didn't feel right, didn't feel connected, these practices are really good for flushing that out. Okay? We all have those days where we're really off. So we can either sit with it for the whole day or we can do something about it. Good. Let's bend into this front knee. Lift your back knee, step back into high plank. Good. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Let's rise up, high lunge. So let's take a big inhale here. With your exhale, open your arms up to the side. Good. So left arm forward, right arm back. Yeah, I didn't explain that very good. Good. Inhale your arms back up through center. This time, open up into warrior 2. So you're going to drop your back heel, open to the side, right arm forward, left arm back. That's it. Take your left arm down your left leg, right arm up and over. Exalted warrior. Inhale through center, right elbow to right knee, left arm reaches across your ear. Good. So this is just kind of our warrior series that we move through quite quickly. Inhale back up through center, straighten your front leg, pivot around to face the back of your mat into high lunge on the back. Arms are up towards the sky. Your back heel is lifted. Good. With your next exhale, send your right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, arms through center. Open into warrior 2. Drop your back heel, face the side, and sink in. Right arm slides down your right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale, connect left elbow to left knee, right arm extends over. Good. Inhale back up through center, straighten your front leg, pivot around, face the top of your mat. We have one more cycle through high lunge. Lift your back heel, sink in. That's it. Good. Inhale. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, center. Warrior 2, open to the side, drop your back heel, sink in and open your arms. Beautiful. Left arm slides down your left leg, right arm up and over. Good. Let's come on up. Right elbow to right knee, left arm reaches. Inhale back up through center, straighten your front leg, pivot all the way around, high lunge on the left, facing the back of your mat. Lift your back heel. Good. With your next exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, center. Warrior two, drop your back heel, open to the side. Slide your right arm down your right leg, left arm up and over. And with your exhale, left elbow to left knee, reach your right arm. Good. Inhale back up through center, straighten your front leg, pivot all the way to the front of your mat, and come to stand into Samastitihi. Beautiful. Very good. One last vinyasa here. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gaze up. Plant your hands, jump or step back, high plank. Lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Bring your gaze forward, jump all the way through onto your seat. Take your legs straight out in front of you. Good. Walk your hands forward, forward seated fold. So last posture, just to kind of settle down the breath again. The gaze is dropped. Again, just make sure that everything is soft that needs to be soft. The jaw, the stomach, the forehead. And we're here for an entire minute. So as the body starts to loosen up, you slowly start to walk your hands a little bit more forward. This posture is extremely healing for the digestive system, especially when we incorporate the breath into it as well. Yeah, let's take 10 more breaths here. Deep belly breaths. Push your belly into your legs with your inhale. And allow it to gently release towards your spine with your exhale. And take 4 more breaths. Very good. Let's gently release. Sit up nice and tall. Roll up through the spine. Come to face the front of your mat. Take your hands in front of heart center. And let's just bow inwards. So first to the teacher within us, and then to the community practicing with us today. Thank you very much. Namaste.